Hey, and welcome to FitMitTuro Fitness Podcast, a podcast for people who want to get no BS information about fitness and know that fitness is about so much more than losing scale weight. It's about feeling confident in your skin and empowered in your life. I'm your host, Turo Virta, personal trainer, strength and nutrition coach, and most of all, a husband of my beautiful wife, Miriam. Each week, my guests and me will give you some no BS fitness tips and motivate you to take action in your own personal fitness journey as we talk about nutrition, exercise, mindset, personal development, and executing in life with enjoyable but still effective strategies. If your goal is to look better, feel and be strong and experience transformation from inside out, you, my friend, are in the right place. Thank you for jumping in, and now let's jump into today's episode. Hey, and welcome back to FitMitTuro Fitness Podcast, another episode. And today we are talking about motivation and how to get yourself motivated when or doing your workout when not feeling motivated. So I just came back from a workout and I didn't feel motivated at all. And actually, I didn't want to do. I ended up doing 15-minute workout because that was more. I was so tired. I didn't sleep very well last night, and had a long tennis matches on the last couple of days, and now didn't feel like doing a lot more. But it was a 15-minute workout, and this is the way how I have been approaching my strength training for the past couple of years. And I hope this might help you also to get yourself working out, and especially strength training or something what you naturally don't enjoy. So in this episode, I'm talking a little bit about strategies I use for myself, and obviously what we are talking with clients, like what have been their ways to get themselves doing the work when they feel like that they would have 1,000 excuses to not work out, that there is always like some family or work or some other things what is going on, and often it's our own health then what we tend to put on a backseat and finding those excuses why not to work out. So first of all, but to understand that workout motivation, you might think that either you have it or you don't have it, but it's in the end, it's emotion. It's emotion like feeling happy, like that you would love to feel happy every day, but most likely it won't happen. Some days you feel more happier than other days, and it's exactly the same thing with the workout motivation. So some days you feel motivated and some days you don't, and that's why you have to get that most out of it. It's you have to have these principles set in a place, and often tendency what I see, have been with my group courses, what I have been doing now past 9 years, online coaching. I have been doing it on 8 years, and it's almost always the pattern is the same. So what I see when people are starting to, or who are struggling with their fitness, there's a one common thing is that they are taking short breaks, or they are thinking, most of those people think that now I can't because there is something going on, and if you can't do it perfectly, then you end up doing nothing. And that is kind of like for me, it's all in or nothing mindset, and thinking like that if you don't have time to do that full hour workout, or if it's not going at that time, if you have your group lesson, so there's no point, it's not the worth of it to show up every once in a while, or because it doesn't bring anything. And this is ultimately the reason why so many people are struggling with their health, fitness, because they think they don't understand that consistency beats always perfection. So consistency matters a lot more than being perfect. So here are my ways how I have been able to work out consistently for the past 3 years, and what tips for my clients, what my followers in threads. I have been there now posting some questions, and I have been loving answers, feedback from there, and actually very thoughtful answers. So the first thing how I get always started is we had a discussion with one of our group coaching members this week, and she was asking that how I'm getting motivated. I said that I honestly, I'm not even it's I'm kind of a little bit ashamed to commit that as a fitness coach, I'm not motivated. I don't enjoy doing naturally strength training. That's something what I naturally don't enjoy doing, but I know that I must do it to feel energized, feel to stay injury free, pain free, and ultimately that have changed my whole life, my whole fitness when I restarted doing it after 10 years break. I was doing strength training because I had to. I was a ice hockey player, professional ice hockey player, and at the time I had to strength train to perform better in my sport. And then when I retired, I didn't do it anymore because I didn't have to do it and I didn't enjoy doing it. And I thought that if I don't enjoy something, I'm not going to do it. And now I understood that it's something what I must do. And now I'm so happy that I have been able to do it. So it's not even I don't enjoy doing it. I know that I need to do it. I don't want to. I'm not some guy who want to do like 5-6 times a week. Actually, at the moment, I have my aorta enlarged, so I must avoid a little bit heavier weights, like everything basically where I have to hold my breath. So I must follow only a lighter exercise, lighter weights, and more repetitions that I can breathe well throughout the exercises. So that have changed my approach a little bit, and that was first. I thought that I'm going to use this as an excuse that I can't strength train. I must do something else, but I know that this is also only an excuse to avoid work what I know that I must be doing. It's just the methods are maybe now for myself a little bit different. So the reason how you always get started, and that was what my client asked, was that how you get yourself motivated. I said that I at the time, like a couple of years ago, I understood. I made a training. What I always for all my coaching programs, I recommend to get started to understanding what is your why and deeper why. Because often, if you think that your goal is just to get fitter, healthier, look better, that is not enough to stay motivated for the rest of your life. So it always your ultimate reason have to be more painful, or you have to have more fear than the pain of actually doing that workout is. So if you really think it, like for me, the reason what I figured out in this, it's a very simple practice. Basically, you ask that why it's important, whatever your goal is, if it's for losing weight, if it's getting healthier. And then you say an answer that is important for me because whatever the answer is, and you repeat the same question 7 times. So this is basically the training, what I always recommend all my clients to get started. And then when you get that until that 7th, you ask the same question 7 times. And when you get that 7th answer, you should be kind of emotional. And that happened to me too when I did it. And I understood that my reason what I have been doing was related with my dad, who unfortunately passed away. Now it's almost 2 years now. And but the thing is that he lost his health at the age of 60, and he lost his life at the age of 70. But the last 10 years of his life, the quality of life wasn't anymore what I would call that it's worth of living. If you are just laying in a bed, you are somebody is changing your wipers and bringing you food. So at least for me, it wasn't the quality of life what I would like to have for my last years. And that is that to seeing that close, that was enough pain for me that I'm thinking I'm 42 now. If I really think that maybe I have another 10 years, maybe 15, maybe 18 years left, and then that's it. And that's that I'm not willing to accept. At least I'm going to do everything I can to improve my chances and give myself better chances to change something and not to have that same destiny, same things what happened to my dad. And that is my reason why I know that I must do it. I must do it. And it's when I don't feel motivated, I always look picture of my dad, and that reminds me that is a painful memory. But at the same time, is that I'm willing to go. I'm willing to start. I'm not finding excuses. That memory is painful enough. So this is where you should get started. That to find that your real reason why it's more important, and why that your why must be more painful than pain of actually doing that exercise. So that is the first thing, how to get, and even that is painful. There still always is going to be days that you don't feel motivated, you don't want to be doing it. But the thing, like, of course, we are all different, and these methods, what I'm going to talk, I'm not using all by myself. Some of them I do. Some of them are coming from my clients. So number one is setting some manageable goals, like so just some small goals, achievable goals for each workout session, each week, and then instead of focusing on that perfection. So how these small goals could be, like for example, it's my job always in the beginning, like my coaching career. I understood that people came for me. They were always often people are motivated when they contact me, like for one-on-one coaching or group coaching or whatever. They are excited to get started, and then they are like that. I'm always, of course, asking that how many workout sessions they think they want to do. And in the beginning of my career, one woman told that she haven't been working out now for a couple of years, and now excited to work out for 5-6 times a week. And me as a younger coach, I was thinking that, wow, this is going to be great. I was seeing already those before after pictures, as they were at the time, and they still are one of the best marketing tool. And I was thinking that now we are going to create amazing before after pictures, that there's somebody finally motivated to work out 5-6 times a week. And I'm going to put her restrictive diet or getting results in a very short period of time, and then getting those amazing pictures and stories that how coach changed my life and blah blah. And what actually happened, I put her 5 times a week workouts, and I think it was 2 weeks. She did first week perfectly. Second week started to skip workouts, and from third week I didn't hear anything from her anymore, as everything was too much. She was sore. She couldn't handle it. It was too much, and I was thinking that wow, maybe that she wasn't just meant to be, and she wasn't motivated. So it happened, and didn't at the time I didn't blame myself, and now I understand that that's all my fault why she ended up quitting. So it's these lessons I have learned, and now when I think that if somebody is coming from workout break, it's 2-3 sessions at the most per week, and depending on length of sessions, because more in the beginning, if you are just about to get started from a long workout break, first of all, it's a huge change. Even you are motivated, your body, like depending of course how old you are, what is your background, but in general, not more than 3 times, even 2 times per week. And for me, my approach now is that for the first month, for the first 4 weeks, it's rather you work a little bit less than you ideally think what you could be doing. And then if for some reason you, let's say after 2, 3, 4 weeks, you still feel like that now I would love to do more, I can do more, then it's time to start adding things. You can always add things, do extra. Like let's say that what is the difference if you aim for doing 3 workouts per week, or if you are aiming for 2 times per week. So if you end up doing 2 workouts, if your goal was to aim for 2 workouts, you are happy that you did it. If your goal was to aim for 3 workouts, you end up doing 2. You are not happy about those 2 workouts, but you are, or most people, they thinking that there's something wrong, that you missed that one workout what you should be doing. And same way if your goal is to work out 2 times, you end up doing 3 workouts. You are thinking, wow, I did something extra. If your goal was 3 times, so then you did that. Okay, you did the bare minimum. So there is a huge difference how you are going to feel about yourself, and that's why, especially in the beginning, to encourage yourself that you are actually able to do these things, and even those sessions, that they should always be that short that you can find any excuses for yourself that it's too long, it takes too long, so it's not worth it even to get started. So sessions should be so short, and then of course later on you can optimize, change the length, and adjust it basically week by week. That's what I do for my own workout sessions. I look my schedule for upcoming week. I usually do it on weekends, on Sunday or latest on Monday morning, how my schedule is looking. Then I decide that which days I'm going to work out, what time I will do it. I put it into my calendar, how many strength training sessions I'm going to do. And that's what I'm going to do. And I'm not asking myself when the time is coming that if I feel motivated or not. It's a meeting with myself in my calendar. It's like a meeting with some other important meeting in a work or whatever. So those are times that it's a go time. It's not, there is no questions asked that how I feel or even I know. So many times I try to talk myself out of it. There is always that, that I would have a work, or there is something else to do, or whatever. And because I know that it's a work what I try to avoid because I don't enjoy it. But I still end up doing it, hitting my goals. And even like today, I promised myself just to get started, not to finish. My workout would be 40-minute session, but I end up doing 15 minutes. And that is the other way of thinking, is that I never promise myself to finish my workout. I promise just to get started, do one exercise, and then it's basically exercise one after another. I can do one more, I do another, because I know that when I get myself just started, it's not, most likely I won't stop in one exercise. So I end up doing at least 2, 3, 4 exercises, and then it's already a lot better than nothing. So, and even if it's only one exercise, it's still, I prove point to myself that I did it. I kept promise what I made to myself. I stayed consistent this week, and then next week is another chance to do it better. And this way you stay consistent. I don't give myself some breaks or take it off. There's of course some weeks are going to be a lot less than other weeks, but that is bare minimum for strength training. Because if I think like that, of course I'm coming from ice hockey. So if somebody is asking me to play ice hockey, I love playing tennis. I love going for a hike or walk with my wife. So those are things what I naturally enjoy. And if somebody's asking me for playing tennis, playing hockey, I'm like, if I have just time, I'm always that, let's go. I'm totally on it. And but if somebody says let's go for strength training, that is of course, if you have some kind of accountability partner, you're doing it with someone. I don't. I do my strength training all by myself in my basement, so I don't have that kind of thing. But I would think that if I would have someone to ask me, if I have someone accountability partner to do your strength training, go for what I do with my group coaching sessions. So if you have appointment, it's the practice is at 6:00 or at 7:00, and it's that then you have that kind of accountability. You have that workout, you have the time where you have to go. So those are things what are crucial if you want to stay motivated when you don't, or if you want to do your workout when not feeling motivated. Then other thing, what I do with the pre-workout, in a days, usually I know, like I said, I set it into my calendar. I love to work out or I know that I must work out earlier in the morning, because later on I know that I will find too many excuses. There is too big chances that something is happening. There is coming with a work or anything else. There's coming always something I don't feel feel like doing it, I'm tired or whatever excuses I'm going to find. It's a lot easier later in the evening, in the morning. I don't have those excuses. I don't watch my phone or start to read my emails before I get my workout done. And how I do it, I put it on my workout clothes already ready next day, so they are visible when I wake up in the morning. I know that it's time to go. It's setting that routine that okay, I have to be there at that time, and having my breakfast before. Sometimes if it's very early workout, I don't eat breakfast before. I do it after, depending what is going on. And this is how I prepare myself. And I know that it's go time. I don't start asking like how I'm I'm doing. And then also, of course, then next thing is that I'm having a flexible workout plan. So this is what I prefer to have. Like I don't. It's not every week's the same. I know I have to decide it like on Monday or Sunday when I'm going to go. And then if something happens, like usually it's for me, it's at the moment it's Tuesday, Thursday, and if I can't do it on Tuesday, then I do it on Wednesday. Then I do the next one on Thursday or Friday. So it's kind of flexibility. But if I know that if I can't do it in for some reason that day when I want it, then I set right away another time, and it's exactly the same way. And this is what kind of flexibility I want to provide also for my group coaching lines who are coming in-person workouts. So they have 6 workouts to choose over the week, so they can come whenever they want. But that is what I recommend always, that make appointment with yourself. This is the workout I'm going to attend. This is the time. And if something happens, then I'm going to, instead of that, I'm doing it on the other day or other time, but always not trying to skip or talk yourself out of it that starting next week. So it's always, I like to think it every week is going to be, this is going to be weekly schedule and 7 days, small goals. Then, like I said, accountability partners. So to have some kind of workout buddy or coach to help you staying on that track and making those commitments harder to break. I just started last or this week with working with one CEO from locally. And when we talked initially, like he said that he needs somebody who is controlling, like that he have, first of all, like what we talked, you have a plan, you know how many workouts you are going to do, you know exactly what exercises you are going to do. And then you have someone who is checking you, who is writing you, checking you out. If you have been doing your workouts, asking questions, checking your nutrition, giving ideas. And this is all, of course, this is my job as a coach, but this could be someone that you have just an accountability partner who is doing workout with you, or you go to some group coaching sessions. Of course, they are always group coaching sessions, depending like what kind of sessions it is, that it have to be something would actually make sense in for your goals. But this having some kind of account, of course, if you are all by yourself, I need also my accountability is my groups. So I have a Facebook group where I'm posting weekly challenges. I try to do these challenges by myself too. So this is my way also to stay accountable for my group. So I'm managing that group and making all these things, but I'm trying to lead by an example and doing those things what I post myself too. So this is kind of my accountability system. And then next thing is a reward system. So this is often what so many people are underestimating, forgetting to do, that you have to reward yourself with because often we think that, okay, I work out 3 times a week, that's my goal. I ended up doing whole month, staying consistent, keep promises, and this is like that. This is often people think that this is what I should be doing, so it's normal. You don't celebrate it. And then if you miss 1 workout, 2 workouts, you feel guilty about it because you didn't do one thing. But because we are going to feel that guilt and shame anyways. But if you never pat your own back and reward yourself somehow, it doesn't need to be some big way, but some kind of reward system you have to have that you are recognizing yourself too. So often it could be like, if it's like achieving some bigger goal, like let's say that staying consistent with your workouts, or if you have some workout goal, hitting your personal best, and when you achieve that goal, you should celebrate it, or you must celebrate. I'm not saying that you should, because you must celebrate. For me, I love to those smaller goals. It's like every single workout, or when I get done, my small celebration is to have a tasteful protein shake. So that is my small thing that now I did it. I crushed it. Now it's time to have my tasty protein shake. And this is the way how I celebrate my things. What I know that it wasn't easy. It was today was a 15-minute workout, but I still deserve to celebrate, because I didn't feel at all to get started, but I did it. And now I celebrate myself. And then if I achieve something bigger, then it's something bigger, but just rewarding yourself with something that is so crucial. So these were tips what I use for myself, and for someone, like, we are different. I don't need at that point some specific workout goals or something. For someone, we are persons who need to sign up for some race. If it's for example, Spartan race or marathon, or whatever your goal is that you have, or some shooting, if you are photo shooting, or whatever goal you have, that kind of thing that you have, you work towards your goal. Because this is often, like, for me, I feel at the moment I work out for my health. I don't have anymore. I don't need to hit personal bests or anything. I do it for my health. And like I said, for me, it's basically avoiding pain, and that is the reason why I'm doing it. But for someone, it's easier to sign up for some kind of race, or having that the only goal is that you work toward performing something, like that. If you focus on getting stronger, improving your athletic performance, you work towards something, it's makes so much more fun, and it's so much more likely that you are actually hitting your goals without getting frustrated. Because if you work out only to lose weight, to burn calories, it is getting frustrating, because that progress is always going to be, it's not always under your control. Like weight loss goals, they are great, they are amazing to have, but they are not always under your goal. So you can say that if you lose weight today, that you did everything good. It might be the reason of if you were avoiding carbs. If you didn't work out, you might lose scale weight. That doesn't align with actionable goals. So if you have actionable goals, and those are like doing your workouts, and then they are improving your performance, and then kind of those are like weight loss goals or something, it's so much easier when they are coming as a side effect, when you are following your plan, improving your athleticism, or getting stronger. And then it's kind of side effect when you get those physical or changing your body composition goals, and they are often as a side effect. And so these are my tips, how I do it myself, what have helped my clients, and hopefully they are helping you. And if they did, I would appreciate if you could leave a 5-star review in iTunes, Spotify. They are helping so much on reaching out more new people. And obviously, if you have any questions, feel free to shoot me, email turo@fitmitturo.com, or apply for my coaching. I will put links to show notes, and talk to you soon. Thank you for listening.
Hold up, friend. Do you love FitMitTuro Fitness Podcast? If so, the best way to say thank you is to subscribe to the podcast and leave a review on iTunes. I know every podcaster wants you to leave a review, but it's because those reviews help the podcast to reach more people. I truly want to know what you think, and if this particular episode resonated with you, would you also please share it? Either send a link to someone who you think will find it valuable, or take a screenshot and post it into your social media and tell your friends and family why they should listen it. Make sure you tag me so I can hear your feedback and give you a little love. And if you aren't already following me on Instagram or TikTok, that's the perfect time to hit that follow button. Thank you for being here and listening to FitMitTuro Fitness Podcast.